Chapter 1. The Dreamer from Upper Volta. Thomas Sankara was born in 1949 in Upper Volta, a small country located in West Africa, home to diverse ethnic groups and cultures, yet burdened by a long history of colonial rule. At the time, Upper Volta, now Burkina Faso, was a poor country exploited by foreign powers and under the control of France. Even as a child, Sankara stood out. While other children in the village played football and worked in the fields, Sankara spent his time devouring books on history, war, and revolutionary theory. Each book opened a new world for him, a new vision for the future, for an Africa free from foreign domination. Though born into a modest family, Sankara was always keenly aware of the injustices in society and dreamed of a better life for the impoverished. From a young age, he was accepted into a French military academy and later became an officer in the army. But more than anything, Sankara was not just a soldier, he was a soldier of ideals. He wanted to change his country, to transform Upper Volta from a nation of poverty into a symbol of independence, self-reliance, and justice. With a deep love for his country, Sankara began to form ideas about revolution, about overthrowing the old regime and building a new nation where people could enjoy basic rights such as education, healthcare, and employment. Despite being young, he quickly demonstrated leadership and organizational skills within the military, which earned him the trust of colleagues and allies. Chapter 2. Bold Reforms. Once appointed president in 1983, Sankara wasted no time and immediately set about implementing a series of bold reforms. He was determined to clean up the government, eliminate corruption, and create a brighter future for the poor. His decisions changed not only the economy, but also the political and social landscape of the country. Economic reforms were among his first steps. Sankara refused foreign aid and instead promoted self-reliance, self-sufficiency. He believed that only in this way could the country be truly independent and free from the influence of Western powers. Sankara began cutting government spending, abolishing luxurious perks for officials, and investing in projects that met the basic needs of the people, such as healthcare, education, and agriculture. He also pushed forward agricultural reforms with strategies aimed at making the country self-sufficient in food production, reducing dependence on imported goods. Large-scale tree planting projects to combat desertification were launched, aiming to restore barren lands and prevent environmental degradation. One of his most daring reforms was in the area of women's rights. Sankara was the first to pass laws banning harmful practices like female genital mutilation, and he mandated that women be involved in political and social activities. He encouraged women to join the army and other branches of the government. Sankara believed that a society could not truly progress unless it liberated and empowered half of its population, women. He was also the first leader in the country's history to appoint women to key positions of power, asserting gender equality in a society that was still deeply patriarchal. Sankara also encouraged creativity and innovation among the youth, believing that the next generation would be the future of the country. He organized competitions for creativity, urging young scientists and scholars to come up with solutions to the nation's problems. Chapter 3. Betrayal and Death. Despite the bold and powerful reforms, not everyone agreed with Sankara's vision. The old elites, the military, and foreign powers, particularly those who had once ruled over the country, felt threatened by the profound changes that Sankara was implementing. Among those enemies was Blaise Compaoré, Sankara's closest friend and ally, who gradually became a dangerous political rival. Compaoré did not support Sankara's reforms and felt threatened by his leadership. On the morning of October 15, 1987, a coup took place. Thomas Sankara was assassinated along with 12 of his close associates, the mastermind behind the murder, Blaise Compaoré, who betrayed and killed his closest friend. Sankara's death marked the end of an era of idealism, hope, and revolution. However, his betrayal and death could not erase the monumental impact he had made on his country and the people of Burkina Faso. Chapter 4. An Eternal Legacy. Although Thomas Sankara's life was short, his legacy is eternal. The reforms he began continue to be discussed and inspire future generations, not only in Burkina Faso, but across many countries in Africa. Sankara was not just a brilliant leader, but also a man who stood up for values of freedom, justice, and equality. His legacy is reflected in the social and political programs he initiated, the reforms he implemented, and in his belief that Africa could stand on its own feet and not rely on aid from Western powers. Sankara's image, along with his famous quotes such as "You cannot kill ideas" and "There can be no true social revolution without the liberation of women," continues to be remembered and honored by people in Africa. Conclusion: Thomas Sankara lived and died with one grand ideal: a free, self-reliant, and just Africa. Though he was unable to complete his dream in his short life, the values he left behind have not been forgotten. Sankara's legacy lives on as an inspiration for those who believe in the power of revolution, in freedom and equality for all.